Hello and welcome to another beautiful day right here. It is Sport Rush live on your screen. Today is Monday, and what do I need to do? I need to take you through the action. What a humiliation for some clubs in England. Do you want me to mention the clubs? I wouldn't do that, but then from the scores so far, you will get to know the clubs that were actually humiliated over the weekend. My name is MC Ramsey with Jesse number 10. The weekend was such a wonderful one. It was a denting moment. It was a humiliating moment. It was a moment of surprise. How did it really happen? Liverpool were head to a dramatic and damaging 2-2 draw by Manchester United as they handed the initiative to Arsenal in the Premier League title race, while Tottenham Hotspur moved into fourth place within a 3-1 win over Nottingham Forest on Sunday. That was yesterday, but then Jurgen Klopp's side would have gone top with a victory against their bitter rival at Old Trafford. The club's team who are 1 point ahead of third place Manchester United. No, Manchester City, I beg your pardon, have 7 games left to overhaul Arsenal as they chase a very wonderful record, equaling what we call the 20th English title, and that's on Sunday. All the games that we have played let me just say this before I even get to the other games. The surprise came not to everyone, but then a lot of people were actually surprised because they never knew it was actually going to end the way it actually ended. But then from all the games, according to the result that we saw and what we witnessed, Ole McBurn's last gasp for equalizer was able to force Chelsea to settle for a 2-2 draw at bottom of the table, Sheffield United. Well, Sheffield United, how did it really happen? Were you happy with that result? As a matter of fact, fresh from scoring twice in the final second of the stoppage time to beat Manchester United. And that match was actually played on Thursday. You know, I'm bringing new details from the matches that were played over the weekend, and of course right from Thursday. Chelsea were able to take the lead after 11 minutes as Thiago Silva was able to finish off Conor Gallagher's corner at the far post. Well, it was very far, but then it really happened. Chelsea's manager is saying something here. According to Chelsea's manager, talking about Mauricio Pochettino, he said his squad lacks what we call maturity. Did you hear that? My squad lacks what they call maturity. That is coming from Mauricio Pochettino. I'm not the one that said that. He said they lack what is called a maturity to compete every 3 days in the Premier League. They are not mature yet after they were head to a 2-2 by bottom Sheffield United, like I told you, and that match was played before the Thursday match. Then moving away from there, Manchester United must avoid making what we call minor mistake. Who is saying this? This is coming from a player called Manu. According to the information, Manchester United midfielder Kobe Malhold, of course, Manu, I don't know, but then if you watch the young lad, you can see that his performance is up to date, and he has already warned that the Red Devils will need to afford making minor errors if they are to claim a top 4 spot in the Premier League this season. I don't know where they are going to end. Juventus, of course, scraped past Fiorentina. That's moving away from England right now, and Napoli's win with a stunner at Monza. That was over the weekend. How did it really happen? Oh my God. It was a wonderful moment as Juventus were actually able to consolidate their third place in Italian Serie A. We are now in Italy, and that happened on Sunday. It was a very wonderful time. It was a hard-fought game, and the score was 1-0. It was a very wonderful one because the win over Fiorentina was a very wonderful one, while a trio of fantastic goals helped Napoli to a thrilling 4-2 win at Monza. That is the club where our own brother Victor Osimhen plays for Roma 3 points behind Bologna in fifth after beating local rivals. Talking about Lazio 1-0 for the first time in over 2 years. That happened on Saturday. That looks like a history for me. That looks like a milestone. That looks like a victory for me, if you ask me. Well, because it has not happened for a very long time. 2 points ahead of Napoli right now in sixth, and of course they are doing very well. But as a matter of fact, how is it really going to end? Atlanta, who fell to a surprise 2-1 defeat at Galari, but have a game in hand against Fiorentina. Let's see what they will be able to make out of that game between them and Fiorentina. Moving away from there, Lionel Messi, oh my God, Lionel Messi made it again. All right, what really happened over the weekend? Lionel Messi scores for Inter Miami. Oh my God, on return from injury. After the injury, he's returning and he's banging goals. I think the second name of Lionel Messi is goal scorer. He came back even though he's returning from injury. He was able to bang goals as a matter of fact for Inter Miami, and that was a very beautiful one. He scored for Inter Miami in a 2-2 MLS draw with Colorado Rapid, and of course wonderful goal. He made his return from injury with a remarkable game right there. Well, let's move away from there. As a matter of fact, before I move away, let me inform you that the Argentine had actually missed 4 games with a hamstring issue and came on for the second half with his side when they were actually 1-0 down following a Rafael Navro's penalty. Messi came in and there was an equalizer with a left foot shot before he helped to set up a goal for the teammate. Alright, as a matter of fact, let's move away from Miami and go to other things happening from the world of sport this morning. Well, before I bring you to speed with what's happening from the world of transfer, I need to go on a quick break. After this break, I'll return back. And of course, after the break, I'll return, and it's going to be time for something that is happening from the world of transfer. What are you expecting from the world of transfer? I'll let you know about it after this break.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back from that break. It's been a very wonderful time on Sport Rush this morning. My name is MC Ramsey with Jesse. Number 10 from the breaker. I want to say it's good to talk about this. Let's quickly walk into the world of transfer and see what is happening from there. Juventus line up a move for Boniface. I'm talking about Boniface. You know who Boniface is. The Super Eagles forward, Victor Boniface, is a transfer target for Syria Giants. I'm talking about Syria Giants. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Juventus, of course. But then, is that a good place for him to go? Do you want him to go to that club? According to the information coming to the media, the Buccaneers will move for Boniface if they are able to sell Serbia International. I'm talking about Dusan Vlahovic in the summer. Boniface has made a big impression at Bundesliga leaders Bayern Leverkusen this season. The 23-year-old has scored 10 goals in 18 league appearances. Boniface recently returned to action for Bayern Leverkusen after spending around 3 months on the sideline. But then why should he be on the sideline if he's that good, man? Well, one man's food is another man's poison. Well, maybe they may not really like him, but someone out there is actually looking at his antecedents and his performances, and they actually got in for him. Juventus are also reportedly interested in Bologna star. I'm talking about Joshua. Joshua, if you look at Joshua's performance, he's not doing badly. I'm talking about Joshua Zirkzee. As a matter of fact, if Bologna star Joshua gets to this club, I think he's going to be a plus to the club. Moving away from there, still in the world of transfer, La Liga giants Barcelona are looking to bolster their midfielder with a Nigerian player. Who am I talking about? Wilfred Ndidi, of course, of Leicester City on a free free transfer. Currently, Leicester City lead the championship table by 1 point with a game in hand over closest rival. I'm talking about Leeds United and Ipswich Town. But however, I don't know. However, as a matter of fact, even if they achieve the promotion, they still need the possible replacement, and of course, possibly they may be getting Wilfred Ndidi. Okay, but then Wilfred Ndidi, is that a good place for him to go? I think the fans will need to actually talk about this. Well, as a matter of fact, Barcelona are reportedly not alone in the pursuit of Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi is doing fantastically well. Galatasaray are also closely monitoring the Nigerian international's situation in case anything happen. Additionally, the report also claimed that Everton could also join the race for Wilfred Ndidi if they are forced to sell midfielder Amadou Onana this summer. Alright, Amadou Onana, well, if they sell him, then Wilfred may be the next replacement for him. As a matter of fact, let me still bring you some of the stories from the transfer. As Napoli rejects Chelsea's Lukaku. Oh my God. Lukaku, a very fantastic player, being rejected. Oh no. Well, I don't know, but then they want to give out Lukaku plus cash. Lukaku and other money will still be on top because they wanted to get Osimhen, but then it seems not to be working out for them. But it's not over until it's over. As a matter of fact, Chelsea's Lukaku plus cash offer for Victor Osimhen, but Napoli have rejected Chelsea's offer for the Nigerian international Victor Osimhen. The English Premier League side offered a Belgium striker, talking about Romelu Lukaku. I don't know, Lukaku's performance lately is not so impressive. They want to give him out plus cash deal to Napoli, but Napoli said, well, we don't really want that young man at this very particular point in time. Osimhen, I don't know, has been strongly linked, and not just to Chelsea alone, but to other clubs like Arsenal, as both teams are already prioritizing the striker at the end of the season. However, the Blues have reportedly made an offer for the Nigerian, which was immediately turned down. But then I don't know if the entire the Serie A champions will actually accept later. Let's see how that is actually going to bounce out. Coming back home to Nigeria this time, before I call it a wrap on a Sport Rush this morning, Tunisian referee to take charge of Bayana versus Super Falcons match. I'm talking about the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has made this known, and they have picked Tunisians Dosata as the center referee for the 2024 Olympics game final qualifying round. That's the second leg. The first leg have already been played. It has been played already between South Africa and the Nigerian counterpart. The match has been slated, of course, for the Loftus Versfeld Stadium. That's going to be in Pretoria, and that match is going to be happening on Wednesday. But the Super Falcons hold a 1-0 advantage going into the reverse fixture. Super Falcons captain Rashidat Ajibade says the team is motivated to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympics game after the team 1-0 win over rival South Africa in the first leg of their final qualifier. As a matter of fact, let's just wish them well. Let's pray for them. Even though the skill is there, they still need our prayers and our support so that they can come out triumphantly. Who wouldn't want to see the Super Falcons in the Olympics game? It will be very fantastic. At least if the men cannot make it happen for us, the women have been making us proud, and they can do it again, just like Rashidat have said. He said most of the players in the team right now have not been to Olympics before, so it will be a plus for them, not just for the Nigerian people alone, if they make it to the Olympics. And this is going to be how far I will go on Sport Rush today. Well, I'll return, and that's going to be on Wednesday when I bring you the midweek sport and everything that will happen between now and Wednesday. Of course, have a beautiful day, have fun. You can go to the comment section and drop your comment, and we will react to it. My name is MC Ramsey with Jesse, number 10 at the middle of the game. Have a beautiful day ahead of you. Bye bye for now.